I'm Alex Berry. I'm one of the assistant principals here at the UTC. We're incredibly lucky to be where we are now. We're on the south bank of Leeds in an old warehouse which used to belong to Brain Metal Pressings. It's a grade 2 listed building, and since then we've received quite a lot of government funding, about £11 million worth of investment, to turn this into the engineering and manufacturing college of choice for the future. Quite a lot of the equipment here is absolutely revolutionary. We have everything from prototyping, which is done in 3D printing. We have all of the traditional woodworking skills, and then we build up to some metalworking skills and rapid prototyping here in the manufacturing bay here at the UTC in the engineering workshops. We have everything from manual lathes to automatic lathes to CNC machines. Anything that can be designed on a piece of software can be built here in-house at the UTC. The equipment that we have here is what's found in most workplaces in the world of engineering at large. As a result, our students are really talented and really gifted individuals by the time that they hit the workplace, and they're really hitting the ground running. We have over 80 employer partners now as of this year. Some of those employer partners are incredibly well known industrial leaders in their particular areas that are willing to support us here at the UTC with live project briefs. But in addition to that, they also support us by putting their money where their mouth is, and putting support in for our students, giving them apprenticeships and opportunities to develop as a professional once they've actually left our facilities. It's almost like a head start, a foot in the door if you like, for our students. The employers are there to support our students and in some cases even mentor them. So by the time that they put in an application to one of our employer partners, perhaps for an apprenticeship or for support in going to university, their name is already known. So because they've applied to the UTC, they're a student of ours, that exposure to the employer partners really gives them a bit of a head start.
I'm Gemma Wright. I'm Assistant Principal at the UTC Leeds. We opened our doors in September 2016, and like me, a lot of our staff have been here from the beginning. All of our teaching staff have been here for at least 2 years, which means that our students have had the consistency in the high quality provision, and that our staff know our students really well. We have a specialist STEM curriculum at Key Stage 4, which means we don't offer some subjects that most schools do, such as the arts like music and drama, and languages like French and Spanish. What that does mean is that we have space on our timetable to specialise in STEM subjects, so science, technology, engineering and maths. We particularly specialise in engineering, where all students in Year 10 and Year 11 have 8 hours a week of engineering, which means they get 2 qualifications at level 2. There are few, if any, schools in Leeds that offer engineering at GCSE level like we do. We also have a specialist STEM curriculum at Key Stage 5, so students can come to us to specialise in science, technology, engineering and maths in our sixth form. They can choose to do traditional A-levels for all of their subjects, or they can choose to do a blended approach where they can mix together technical awards at level 3 in engineering and traditional A-level subjects. We are the only institution in the vicinity that offers this blended approach, and it means that students are really well prepared for going on to specialist STEM subjects at university or in apprenticeship. Our specialist curriculum also means that we work with employer partners from across the city and Leeds University, who are our major sponsor. Our employer partners and Leeds University set projects for our students to work on in their timetabled lessons and to work on the 7 employability skills that are a key focus of everything we do.
I'm Tim Smeaton, Key Stage 4 lead and Assistant Principal here at UTC Leeds. We're really lucky here at UTC Leeds because we have a pastoral lead for each year group, and that's not as many students as there would be in your normal school. So that means we get to know each student on an individual basis. Above those people, we also have an Assistant Principal like myself linked to each year. We also have a Senko that oversees all of the students and support needed. Students are really lucky here because they're moving to a college where students have similar interests. That means they make friends really quickly because they're generally more interested in STEM subjects, building things, looking at how things work, and that gives them a real close friendship early on. Here at UTC Leeds, we expect students to behave more like professionals, and that's from our professional conduct policy. That means as teachers, we treat students more like adults, and we give them the freedom to be more like adults at break and lunchtime around the college, as long as they behave in that professional manner. Here at UTC Leeds, we also have a more professional uniform based around the workplace, so students wear their branded Seaman shirts around college, black shoes, black trousers, and also the sixth form often come in business wear, so they look really professional in their suits, or they wear clothing that is more suitable to an engineering workshop. Well, students get a massive feel of community here because we are much smaller than a normal school. So that means students have the opportunity to be known by every member of staff by name. As staff, this allows us to build a greater relationship with students, and we get to personally know every student by their name. We get to know more about them and about their interests, and that really helps us when teaching them in the classroom, building those relationships and also guiding them throughout their time at UTC Leeds.
Hi, my name's Steve Davison. I'm Head of Engineering at UTC Leeds. At UTC Leeds, students at Key Stage 4 learn the skills and qualities that employers want to see. Students who leave UTC Leeds are at the front of the queue for apprenticeships in engineering. Students at UTC Leeds have the potential to do about 15 hours a week in engineering and product design subjects. Each of the qualifications at the UTC have links to local employers, which means students get to go out and see how their skills are useful in the workplace. Trips to local employers enrich the students' experience so that they can see the skills that they gain in the UTC are valued and useful to them when they go into the workplace as apprentices. Our local employers come back to us year after year because they value the skills that the students gain leaving us at post 16. It means that they can go on to do degree apprenticeships and have their university courses paid for.
Hi there, I'm Neil Kopsey. I'm an assistant principal at UTC Leeds. I'm in charge of the sixth form careers and destinations. So students go on to a wide range of destinations, including university, degree apprenticeships, and some go on to employment. We're really proud that every year we get more and more degree apprenticeships, which are really difficult to get hold of, and more of our students are getting those. Before we opened, we had a group of employers identify gaps in skills for graduates, and they came up with our employability skills, and these are embedded throughout our curriculum so that by the time all of our students leave us, they're really ready for their next steps. All of our students have offered work experience both in Year 10 and Year 12. This gives them really valuable experience, and we get really good feedback from our employers on how mature and amazing our students are with great skill sets. We have numerous employer relationships and links with universities across Leeds and other cities and Yorkshire. That means that our students can have a really good informed decisions on their destinations because all of these employers and universities do talks with our students throughout the time they're with us. Our students have such a good reputation with their engineering and STEM skills. We often have employers approaching us with apprenticeships and degree apprenticeships much before they're released elsewhere. So that means they're cherry picking our students so they have a really good opportunity to get the great destinations that they do.